Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Richie B. Good morning, Up and Go team. You have yourselves a wonderful day. I want to say good morning to everyone tuned in on the Bridge 99 FM. And thank you very much for joining us on Untengle. A very special morning to the Untengle team. So it's now time for us to have a conversation with Kaysia Earley Esquire. Are you there?
I am blessed and highly favored. How are you?
I am very well. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, wonderful. All right. So, first of all, welcome to Untengle on the Bridge, 99 FM. And my first question to you will be that you are the daughter of a Jamaican father and an American mother. Where exactly were you raised and how were you raised?
So my dad came from Jamaica, I think, when he was a teenager, and he met my mom in Bronx, New York. So I was born in Bronx, New York, and then was raised mostly in Miami, Florida. So didn't really know all of my family in Jamaica till I got a little older. So he was born in St. Catherine, Jamaica, and
Oh,
most of my family still lives in Kingston. All of my uncles, my cousins, my grandmother, the majority of my father's side still lives in Jamaica and some here in the States.
okay. So, how you were raised by your mom then?
Yeah, so I was born here, and then so I was raised in the Bronx at first, and then my dad moved us to Miami, Florida. So my mom had 8 kids by my dad.
Wow.
And then when I was 8, he, after moving us to Miami, Florida, he went back to New York. So he left us,
Oh.
and he's still there to this day.
So that experience, I was reading your bio and I realized that you had some obstacles, like we all do, of a different variety, but you had some obstacles after you actually left college. Do you think that that experience of having your dad go in the middle of your being raised affected you in any way?
Not necessarily what you're alluding to is my incarceration. I don't believe that uh, really is directly related to my father. More so, my dad leaving me is related to the relationships that I had or refused to have because I thought, if a man could leave his wife, not his girlfriend, but his wife and 8 children, then it would be impossible for me to be in a committed and dedicated relationship. So it's very important to have a father relationship for not only the males, but for a female too, because everyone wants to be daddy's little girl. You want to have that affirmation. You want to hear I love you from your father before you hear that from another guy. So in terms of a relationship, that is what really affected me until I learned how to forgive my father for leaving me. But the choices that I made, as far as the poor choices that I made in college, I would contribute or attribute that rather to the environment that I was raised in the inner city as a younger girl.
Okay, just to clarify, I was not alluding that that is what caused your
Oh,
incarceration. I was just saying that you went through many obstacles, and how did that particular experience affect you generally? And
got it.
we
Yeah.
got it. We got the answer. All right. What I found particularly interesting was your introduction to the American justice system. So now we're going to be talking about incarceration. Tell us what led up to your incarceration and about your incarceration. Because how can we not talk about that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's a part of my story. That's actually what propelled me to not only rededicate my life to Christ, but to be the strong advocate I am today for those who are incarcerated. So at the time, I was the first generation to go to college. So I'm child number 4 of all my siblings. So my older siblings, they never went to college. So here I am, I'm in college, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But I was working 3 jobs at the time. So true Jamaican. They say here in the States that if you work a lot of jobs, you must be a Jamaican. So there's my Jamaican side
Or
coming out of me.
Caribbean?
Yes. So at the time, I was in school full time, and I was also working two part time jobs and a full time job. One of my part time jobs, I was working at a shoe store. And when some of my friends found out that I was working at the shoe store, they would come and I would give them a discount. So you were only supposed to get a discount if you were an employee. So I knew it was wrong, but I didn't understand or believe that I would be arrested for it. I knew that if I get caught, I get fired, no big deal, get another job. But in this instance, I don't know if management wanted to utilize me as an example. Not only did they fire me, before I left the store, they contacted the authorities. And because of the amount of the discount, anything over $300 US, it amounted to a felony. So I was arrested, charged with felony embezzlement, and had to go through the legal system. And being a college student, I didn't have money to get a private attorney to really fight for me, or even convince the judge to give me diversion or lighter sentence or even probation. So I ended up being sentenced to a period of incarceration, to a county sentence. And, that's what started my period of incarceration and rehabilitation.
Okay, so let's talk about the fact that you graduated from Harvard University and from St. Thomas University Law School. Did you always want to do law?
Yes, definitely. So when I was raised in the inner city, my dad left me at the age of 8. When I was 10 years old, I remember telling my 4th grade teacher that I wanted to be the president. Now, I didn't know how to become the president other than becoming a lawyer, because most of the presidents were lawyers. So I said, okay, I'll be a lawyer first, and then I'll figure out how to be president. So I always wanted to be a lawyer. So that's why I chose Howard University, because Howard is located in Washington, D.C., less than 10 minutes away from the White House. And if I'm closer to the White House, I'm closer to my dreams. I even interned on Capitol Hill. So I knew that if I was closer to my dreams, that I could make it a reality.
I hear you. Okay, so now you are a revered defense attorney. And how did your personal experience, or did your personal experience actually create in you a more empathetic defense attorney?
Oh, yes. Let me tell you something. When I was incarcerated, I felt that my dreams of becoming a lawyer was over. So I kind of put that on the back burner. I got out. I had my son. I rededicated my life to Christ. And I said, okay, I can't be a lawyer because I got arrested. Let me be the next best thing, which was a paralegal. And then 7 years later, I came across an article. And this article was about a guy who was a former drug dealer who became a lawyer. So I'm thinking to myself, well, if he was a drug dealer and he was a lawyer, or he became a lawyer, then I can do it. So then I applied to go to law school. By this time, when I went to law school, we were living in DC. I was married. I had 3 children. So we uprooted the family again and moved back to Florida, and went to law school, and had my 4th child while I was taking the bar, passed the bar. And this is what propelled me to be a criminal defense attorney, because I always wanted to be a lawyer, but I'm thinking real estate law or a wills and trust. So because I was previously a criminal, I chose to be a criminal defense attorney and work hard for my clients and not do what my attorney did for me, which was not fight at all.
Okay, so your record, how did you get to expunge your record?
No, I decided that I would not expunge it because it takes away from my story. So the purpose of expunging your record is so that no one knows what happened to you. But ever since I got out of jail, I've been telling everyone, because I realized that everyone loves a story of redemption, or everyone wants to have hope and inspiration. So if I expunge my record, then that kind of takes away from my story. It makes for a boring story. So what do I have to talk about? Oh, I'm a lawyer and I make money. That's not important. What's important is, how do you utilize your past indiscretions to make you into a better person? Because we all sin and fall short of God's glory. So what are you going to do when you mess up? And this is why I don't want to expunge it.
Very interesting. And very brave also, because, a lot of people, especially people like yourself who have some kind of spiritual background, would want to get rid of that record immediately so that you be not judged. So we really appreciate the fact that you were bold enough and brave enough and real enough to keep it there. Yeah. That's real
Yes.
indeed. So now you are running for Broward County Judge. First of all, congrats.
Thank you.
Take us along the road to reaching there.
So, as you can see behind me, these are all the awards that I received as an attorney. I've been practicing law for 8 years, and I've been named the top attorney in the state of Florida. Oh, can you see that? Boop, 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 boop.
Yes, we see it. We see it.
So, I decided that I've been before lots of judges, and there's a lack of diversity here in Broward County. Now, Broward County has over 2 million residents. So it's one of the largest counties other than Miami-Dade. And we lack diversity on the bench. There's no reason why out of 90 judges, there's only 9 or 10 Black judges. That's not even a quarter of what would represent the county. So instead of me complaining for years that we need more women, we need more diversity and minorities, I said, you know what? I have tried over 100 jury and non-jury trials to verdict. I am experienced, I am worthy, I am qualified for this position, so why not me? Right. And when I made up my mind to run, I did just that.
Just by you saying that, I can just hear the determination. Just by your body language a while ago, yeah. I can see that you are determined. And that's the only way to get there, isn't it?
Let me tell you something. Confidence to me is 80% of everything. When I do a jury trial, I don't stand before the people with a sheet of paper and talk to them and say, ladies and gentlemen, my client is in. No, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is an innocent man right here. It's what comes from the heart goes to the heart. And what I believe is we need change, and we can't have the stale people constantly on the bench disproportionately sending African-American men and women to jail and then sending the whites to probation. That shouldn't be so. A judge is supposed to be fair, impartial, equal, and for the people. And that's who I am. There's my commercial.
Yes, there you go. Absolutely. And well said, because there are two, not pluses, but negatives against you. 1, you're a woman, and 2, you're a Black American woman. And for you
and three, I went to jail.
And 3,
I went to jail.
Absolutely.
Because, let me tell you, I'm so glad that I told the world 18 years ago, and I've been telling them, because I do a lot of community service, that I went to jail, because that's the first thing my opponent had to say about me.
There you go.
She's not fit for the bench.
There you go.
Because she went to jail before. There's no skeletons in my closet. And I believe the best way to reach the people is to be honest, to be yourself.
Absolutely.
So this is what you see
is what we get.
That's it.
Wonderful. And the best way to be a living testimony, because, for those who want to testify, this is testimony. This is not something that is unreal and a narrative or a construct. This is something real, and people relate to real experiences with real people, not constructs. So we really are yes, absolutely. And a lot of what is happening out there is a narrative and a construct. You are not. You are real. And people relate to what they vibrate as real. So, I really, let me ask you this though, because this,
yes.
Kaysia, I'm curious about this, right?
Uh-huh.
A defense lawyer versus one who has experience as a prosecutor. Becoming now a judge, is there a difference between how you judge?
Oh, yes. It shouldn't be, but I'm going to tell you.
Yes.
From a personal experience,
yes,
the majority of the judges in Broward County, and I'm willing to bet to say all over, were former prosecutors.
Absolutely.
Prosecutors send people to jail.
Absolutely.
Defense attorneys hold you to your burden and make you prove your case beyond a reasonable doubt. So there's not a lot of defense attorneys because they believe that oh, since you defend, you're not going to send people to jail. You're going to be soft on crime. No, I'm going to be fair on
Good.
crime.
Yes.
Because look at my situation. I thank God that I went to jail, because had I not gone, I probably would have, number one, continued to commit crimes because I kept getting away with it. Or number two, I wouldn't be as passionate as I am. I'm telling you, every client, every case, I treat them like my brother. I treat them like my sister, because this is what I wanted done for me, and it wasn't done. So I'm going to analyze each and every case. If it warrants that person going to jail to learn their lesson, so be it. You got to go.
Yeah, right,
right. If I look at the case and I say, you know what, you're going to get a second chance. I'm going to put you on probation, but you mess up on probation, you're going to jail, then so be it. God is going to give me wisdom. He's going to give me discernment, and he's going to give me compassion. All of that goes together. You just can't have a position of power and send everybody to jail who you want because you're the judge. No. Like you said, judge not lest you be judged, right?
Absolutely.
Then judge righteously.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very well said and very well qualified, because you know something, people's energy resonates, and but as much as your energy is resonating right now, you are a warrior. You are on a roll. Do you think your chances, or how do you think your chances are in your pursuit of becoming Broward County Judge?
Like I said, when God told me to run, it's already done. He doesn't put this desire in your heart unless you have a connection and a relationship. So I know that the battle is already won. It's not going to be easy, but I know that this is the calling that God has on my life. So we're going to do part 2 by faith, knowing that the battle is already won.
What if you don't become that judge? What if you don't become that judge? What if you don't win this time?
You're absolutely right. So I'm glad you asked that question, because like I said, I've done over 100 jury and non-jury trials in 8 years. I'm going to take a much needed break. I haven't taken any clients since February because I want to spend time on my campaign. So after August 23rd, if I do not receive more than 51% of the vote, then I have to do what's called a runoff in November. I don't anticipate doing a runoff, but I'll do the runoff in November. And in November, if I'm defeated, then I'm going to take a break and enjoy life, enjoy the fruits of my labor, travel, come to Jamaica and just relax. Okay?
Yes, okay.
And then I'm gonna do it again. And then I'm gonna try
absolutely,
again.
absolutely. Because it's one thing to just say, God has done this and God made you do that and God made you do that. But where's the God in you? Because at the end of the day, you have to be the warrior. You have to be the fighter. You have to do the work. You have to qualify. Your vibration has to be high. God can't do that.
That's right. That's why they say faith without works is dead. So I have faith in God. But if I sit back and say, "Oh, the battle's won," then you're absolutely right. Then I'm not doing the work. So coupled with faith plus the work that I put in, I know that I'm not running this race to lose. Just like every case I take to trial, I'm not thinking about what if I lose. You know when I think about what if I lose? When I lose. Okay.
Well, let me tell you this, Kaysia. Let me tell you this. I hope I never need you. But if I do, it will be you.
Hello.
Hello.
Come on, somebody.
I'm preaching better than y'all shouting. Yes, wonderful talking to you. You're a real woman, and we celebrate the fact that you are a daughter of our soil, of Jamaica, and we celebrate the fact that you've overcome, because you're teaching others to overcome without the element of shame, because the element of shame creates more sins than the sin itself. That element of shame. So we're very happy that you're taking that away and you're saying no shame to the game and watch me go. You are an inspiration. Wonderful talking to you. Nice meeting
you. Likewise.
And we're vying for you, right?
Amen.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Listen, I need all the love. I'll actually be back at my motherland next month to celebrate my birthday.
Oh, really? So, welcome home when you come. Welcome
home. Yes. That's my home.
Yes. Again, nice meeting you, Kaysia, and all the best.
Likewise, be blessed.
Okay, you too. Take care. Wonderful. Absolutely beautiful. Kaysia Earley Esquire, the daughter of a Jamaican father and an American mother who battled, as we said before, countless obstacles she overcame, and she has remained real, and she is an inspiration to those who listen. Thanks again. Want to say good afternoon to Beau-Regard. Good afternoon, Beau-Regard.
Good afternoon, Mama Kelly. How are you doing?
I'm fine. You're so quiet.
You sound quiet?
Yeah, nobody make up a bag of names.
I'm here. I'm listening. I was just waiting on you to connect.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So all's well?
All is well. All is well on this side. A little bit of rain or fall right now, but over the weekend it's going to be extremely hot, they're saying.
Yeah, it has been hot.
Yes. We had some great weather earlier, but it started raining last night, and it should end by tonight, and then, the weekend is going to be extremely hot. So we're looking forward to that. And also, this evening, we're looking forward to the launching of Sumfest, as I heard you just spoke about.
Right.
And we will be doing a launch from here also. A big connection is going to be going on with, it's going to be a simulcast with the Bridge 99 FM, Irie Jam Radio, and also we're going to be connecting to London with Rubber Ranks. So we're going to have Rubber Ranks in England. We're going to have Kurt Riley and DJ Roddy G in Jamaica. And Dubmaster Chris and Fata Diamond will be taking care of the duties here on this side.
Okay, that sounds great. Wonderful. Yeah, so, how you like the Sumfest lineup?
I'm telling you, Mama Kelly, I think they did it, I think it looked like them have everybody on the lineup.
I was looking at Friday. Saturday night is usually my night, but I was looking at Friday night, right? And I like Friday night. I'm thinking, love it.
Yeah, man.
For real.
Yeah, man. And to see all of these young and upcoming acts getting a chance to shine on one of the biggest festivals in the world.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a good look, we have to definitely take care of the young artists them and show them the love and support so them can see what it is that their responsibility is going forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
I was looking at the lineup for Friday. I want to talk about Friday because Saturday, everybody knows I'm my night, right?
Yes.
But I want to talk about the lineup on Friday because there's just so much that I wanted to say. First of all, I'm looking at the lineup, and a lot of people could feel like, say, me don't want to see certain act, me want to see Joshy. Yeah, me can just reel it down and tell you all I want to see. For those who feel say me don't want to see Joshy, me want to see you. Yes, me need to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because there are so many of my friends, young friends, who go into shows and who are saying to me, say, Mums, make I tell you something about that youth, Josh, him bad, I want you listen to the youth, and him have some nice cultural tune too. That the people them tell me. And from the word go, I mean, that the conversation that he had with Anthony Miller, that was really the first time, to be honest with you, I was really checking out Joshy, right?
Yes.
And people might think that interview turned me off. It actually turned me on. Yeah, because you know me like when the youth them can outspoken and them have something with them actually have to say. So Josh, me want to see you in a situation like this with your peers, and I want to see how you do it. Now you see Alkaline. That's why I like to follow my own mind, because I remember years ago when Alkaline was really doing it, I said to one of my young friends, I want you give me a CD with Alkaline music. But you see, my young friend, them have a way now, them want edit out this something them for mama. I said, I beg you, do not edit out nothing for mama. For mama, no idiot, okay? Good. So, he can say, he might tremble when he might give me the Alkaline because I know edit out nothing, because I tell him not to edit out nothing. Brilliant DJ. Brilliant DJ.
I think you're going to have a wonderful time on Friday night if you do attend the Friday night, Mama Kelly. And like you say, you want to see some of these young artists and see what they're bringing to the table. And I hope that they also know that, they have a huge responsibility and that they should definitely prepare. Do not take this light. It is a big stage. It is a big performance. And as they always say, pour poor preparation prevents proper performance or something like that.
Yes.
To that effect.
Yes.
So I hope everybody is prepared and ready to present their performance to the world, because the world will be watching.
Well said. And don't take it like just like a normal show. Because the world, as you say, will be watching. The other day, me say me want to see Chronicle. Me say everybody I open up so wide that me say me not take it back in. Me want to see Chronicle. You know, I'll see him too.
and we want them bring the full package, you know, Mama Kelly. We want to hear the songs. You know, we don't just want to hear 2 line out of the song.
Yes.
And we want to see the artists them present themselves. You know, like back in the days when artists are touch stage, them make sure so them outfit ready. and you know, we want to see some good outfit as part of the performance too.
Love that.
Your wardrobe. Set your wardrobe. You know, they put the pants down below your knee and them situations.
Sloppy business.
Not saying anyone is going to do that. But you know, no one is paying to come see your underwear or anything like that.
I agree, Beau-Regard.
Yeah, man, we have to make them know, Mama.
You know, you're the best one to make them know, because see, if me go say so, now you go say, Lord, me say she miserable, me don't know what she want to come in a jacket and tie. That would not be a bad idea.
No, our culture as the theme of this year's Sumfest says, our culture, our music. So we have to talk about it and make sure it's presented and, you know, packaged and present the right way.
I love that. And I know when you say that, Beau-Regard, you mean according to how them stay. Like even the other day when we were talking to Kiprich, and we could have looked back and see him in a military gear, and we see the reason why him did have it on, you know, is him and the reason why him did have it on. So, and I like say two nerd attack.
I love the lineup, Mama Kelly. I've never seen some of these artists perform before, live. So, you know, I don't know if I'm going to get to see them live anyway, but I will be watching, you know. But it's definitely going to be a good look.
Yes, it is, definitely. And the tribute to Dave Kelly, that's a wonderful thing.
Yes, I like how they put that together, that whole 90s segment, you know, which is my era of dancehall music, my favorite era of dancehall music. So, you know, for them to really and truly give Dave Kelly that tribute in terms of a man who really and truly paid his dues and was a major part of a lot of the music from the 90s.
Yes.
So, you know, big up to Dave Kelly.
Yeah, man, and the people that they've chosen to perform in that segment, big artists too, you know.
Yeah, man.
So that is wonderful. What else happening your side?
Well, the CDC is here trying to decide whether they should approve the boosters for children between the ages of 5 to 11. So that's a major decision that we're waiting to hear about also here on this side. Gas prices are still through the roof. The average price is about $5 right now. Some places a little bit higher than that. Other than that, this is good news on this side. The MTA has decided to honor rapper Biggie Smalls with his own version of the Metro card for his birthday, which is this Saturday the 21st. Biggie Smalls would have been 50. He was killed in March of 97.
50, time flying, you would have been 50.
Yeah, man.
Wow. You know, as you talk about, you know, booster shots, a lot of people are not quite sure how to see the pandemic. We're not quite sure if the pandemic is over or if we can move on ahead as normal. But the health and wellness minister reminding Jamaica that we're actually facing the 5th wave of COVID-19 pandemic. And according to the Minister of Health and Wellness, the regular virtual COVID-19 conversation at the conversation on Wednesday morning, it's not over. So, well, you know, it's interesting though, because when we're looking at some of these official functions, the powers that be are helping us to feel that it is over because they never have no mask.
I think I saw that photo also, you know. But, you know, this whole COVID-19 thing, some people are over it, and some people are still wary of what's going on around them. You know, you still see folks out there in their mask. Here in New York City, we are now back on high alert as far as COVID-19, and they have informed us that people in crowded spaces should wear their mask if you are indoors. So that's the only warning that we have gotten so far. Other than that, the state is on high for COVID.
Okay, well, it seems that's the same this way. Friends of mine who have been traveling back and forth tell me one of my sisters was traveling and she was telling me that the plane, most of the people on board never have on any mask. So I ask her if she have on fair mask. She said, "You mean me put on for me for a puss and dog? No carry the same look." So, me agree with her. Me tell you the
man.
truth. Me I put on
You
for
still,
me
yeah,
too.
you still go places and I still see people wearing their mask, and it's their own personal choice to still wear the mask if they are concerned, and then there are those who decide to just go about their business, just go about their lives, But everybody has a choice to make, and it's look like it's a decision that we're gonna have to keep making over and over for some time to come.
I agree. One of the things that I actually appreciate, I know we soon take a break, but one of the things that I actually appreciated about wearing a mask is that when I have on a mask and somebody cough and it near me, or somebody talk,
But not for nothing, Mama Kelly. It does that to everybody. It make you more aware of certain things that's going on around you. This whole COVID-19 and people wearing the mask. I do see where, it helps to prevent a lot of things that we normally wouldn't look at and, take for granted, as is people talking in your face and,
Yes.
things that fly all about it. Especially when especially, Mama Kelly, this is just me. And me, I'm very funny with food and drinks and things of that nature. And if I'm eating food, I don't really like people come and start talk to me.
Myself.
You
The mask give me, the mask make it socially acceptable for me can put on, and feel no way. Because a long time I didn't want mask up on some people. So, no, you're not crazy. Me like it.
Yeah, man, I like it too. For some cases, yeah, I
Yes,
like
for
it too.
certain cases.
Yeah, man. And then there are those people who them just talk and keep talking, and sometimes I'm a person always around music in noise, and then you have some people just trying to say something and you can't hear them, and the louder them talk the more them get closer and closer, so you give thanks sometimes that you had on a mask.
Yeah, man, me too.
I'm not saying I don't want anybody out there say, I'm not talk to Killer Boy again.
I mean my talk, I mean my talk. Well,
I'm just saying I've seen the situations take place. You understand?
yes, clearly,
Yeah.
very clearly. And the person who you think have a problem, him not a problem, like him too, he like it too. Anyway, we're going to take a commercial break. We have Richie Spice in the studio as we speak, so we're going to take a commercial break, and I'm sure you're looking forward to that conversation.
Yes, I am.
And we have live inside of our studio none other than Richie Spice. And we also have Beau-Regard over there and the friends of ours, Irie Jam listeners and viewers. So everyone is going to be part of this conversation. So welcome to the bridge.
Greetings.
The first...
Greetings, Richie.
Yes, greetings, I.
Yes.
The first thing Richie said to me, Beau-Regard, is, well, what you say a while ago?
Across the bridge.
Finally.
Finally across the bridge. Yeah, man, it's always good to have you on the bridge. See?
Sure.
All right. So I don't talk to you from COVID-19. And of course, I took quite a break. So I don't know what go on. So one of the major reasons for me inviting you is to just catch up. So what has been happening for the past 2 years?
Well, what has been happening, I mean, we have to just catch out with you, catch out watching match. Yes, and, we still, it's just music, all about music, I mean, we still doing recording and, put it out there. I mean, I released an album right in the middle of the pandemic, that's in 2020, yeah.
Yeah?
2020, yeah, man.
What was the name of that album?
Together We Stand, yeah.
You got that album, Beau-Regard?
Yes.
All I have is a single.
True.
So I'm hush.
The drop that you heard at the beginning of the commercial break is the song Together We Stand.
Right. I have the single, but I don't have the album. So if you can just give us a copy of that.
Yeah, I will. And then, we're recording 45s like otherwise, and, the dub plates and all these things, and, run around like a farm, and all these things, to keep ourselves occupied.
I hear a lot of artists tell me that they have been doing farming through COVID-19. You know what is interesting? A lot of artists used to sing, say them a farmer, but them ain't no farmer, you know. They don't know about farming. Now, when them start to sing about farming, them it going to be more authentic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's something with them physically do know.
Yes. Yes.
You know, Richie, during the COVID-19, as we are speaking about that, you were a part of the Irie Jam concert series that we did, the virtual concert series that we did for, you know, the listeners and everyone who was down and out during the COVID-19, and we were just trying to help them to lift their spirits. You were a part of that. Tell us what that experience was like for you.
Well, it was a good vibe and a good feeling to know that I got that opportunity, you know, in such a terrible time, you know, to uplift the mind and the spirit of people, you know. So it was a good vibe, good feeling, you know. You know, we have to big up Irie Jam, said speed, you know. We make it possible so we enrich me, you know, put on that event together so, you know, you can give back people a vibration, you know, through the music.
Right. And give yourself out a vibration too.
Likewise too.
Yes, don't it?
Yeah, it free up your mind. You don't sing from how long. You get a single opportunity, you know. You know, good vibe.
You know, we have been talking about the psychological effect of COVID-19 on the population, because there are some people who, because of the COVID-19 restrictions and the fact that they had to be inside for a lot, some of them finding it difficult to step out now. What is your experience as somebody who is always out there, always mingling with the crowd? How did it feel for you?
I mean, very boring. You know, very boring. I mean, sometimes you're peeing up because, you know, you're just the one place you're not moving. You know, so I mean, it was a terrible sight, terrible vibration. I mean, it's something that nobody has never seen. It's not like it happened in Japan and then it don't happen in Europe. You know, it happened in Europe and it don't happen in America. It happened worldwide. So it's a worldwide spread and an experience to everybody as experiencing something that they never experienced before in life. You know. So it bring a vibe. You have to hold tight and strong, you know.
Right. You know, Richie, you are from a family of musical brothers in Spanabana and Pliers. Tell us, how did music start in your family?
Well, it started out as Pliers, the founder, you know. You know, my bigger brother. We as youth, younger youth, you know, normally watch them practicing with them cassette and a tape recorder and thing. And, you know, eventually there was a sound system a couple chain below where we live. You know, where in which me used to sing on, you know, about like Sunday night times and thing. You know, eventually take it time, it grow, we watch him, you know, until then Spanabana come now and, you know, eventually, you know, you watch them and you travel with them, you know, to the studio, you know, you're there when they are writing, you know, you put in lyrics likewise, you know, so eventually it become a part of you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And when was the first time that you step out and said you wanted to also do music?
The first time, you know, is when, I mean, as me says, Pliers was there and then Spanabana then. Me alone leave now, so everybody gone now and gone out now. Leave that community that's in Rockard, St. Andrew. So the sound system leave now, so I mean, I have to take over the sound system now. So that's where me start, you know, I mean, like going there. You know, I used to sing on the sound, but not until everybody gone home. Because that confidence was...
Nobody know they didn't know.
I wasn't there, so I check it out now. And check it out now, man say, what? See if I saw you. So, I mean, I'm sorry. Build from there and build up until now, you know, start perform when, you know, like, place start get scanty and thing and, you know, until we start perform when people is there now.
Yeah.
Yes, so then now studio vibe now, you know, we travel with Spanner and Spanner introduced me to this virgin called Dennis Star. You know, that's when I think record the first song for Dennis Star. And from there now I get introduced to Clive Hunt. Then I meet Bobby Digital, me always a Tough Gang. Every day, like Tough Gang was my bass like. You know, so I get advice that song now. I mean, one day I did Tough Gang and Clive Hunt have a session. In Clive Hunt have a session now. The artist who he was working with didn't show up. But I was there sitting down and him say, Richie, go around there, go sing. And then I go around there and start sing. So I sing now, I say, but how man sing so? Like him sing high and then him sing low, but it have a sound. Yeah, so that is the first time my voice grooving my girl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Big
so,
tune.
yeah, so Clive, give it to me now and say, go home, go practice on it. And come forward, and, practice and come forward and record and work. You know, I mean, could I start go out now and represent myself by say, yeah, I'm in Richie Spice, I'm singing songs that groove with my girl. Instead I say, my bigger brother is playing.
But you know what is interesting
it's
though,
a process,
Beau-Regard, is that you hear Richie talking about his older brothers and how they influenced him. Well, there's a younger brother, Snatcher Lion, who is always now with Richie.
Always, yes.
And he's actually here inside the studio, him always there with Richie. So it is obvious that, Richie passing on that family energy.
True.
You know? You know, as I sit down here listening to you talk about your brother, boy, me I tell you, say, Beau-Regard, Richie Spice give me a joke one time. I interviewing about a bicycle. A bicycle where pliers give him.
Yes.
No, sir.
Dangerous bicycle.
Just give me a little taste side. Just give Beau-Regard a little taste of that bicycle something there.
It's a bicycle, we're in which mean, like a Rambo bicycle, big Rambo bicycle. What? It's a bicycle now we're undone to I, and take it to where which mean and I'm gonna do my little shopping but it's slow. Very slow. So I mean when you're riding on that bicycle and if a breeze take you coming from the same angle where you go towards the breeze, then it's not that easy for it move. Yeah, because the way you go slow, because the breeze have you,
Yeah.
So till one of the time now, I say, oh, me go and get it fast and put on a gear upon it. You see if you never go in a certain gear. Speed up. But it never work. It never work. So I can't give it away,
Okay.
Long and short of it. Him give it away.
Can you pedal or not?
No. Straight.
Beau-Regard, you need to hear the long version. One of them there when you come a yard. That's why you have to come a yard for
You
the
have to
story.
come a
You
yard.
have to come a
Yeah,
yard because the
definitely,
version is long. Trust me. Trust me. Your time comes. Your time.
Oh, definitely. Richie, one of the most important parts of our music, I feel, is the culture and the one drop, the roots. I believe it holds a lot of the messages that we send out to the world. How important do you believe that part of our music is?
Well, I think that part is very important, because I mean it's our roots, it's our culture, it's very important in our farm, but which mean we should pay special attention to it because the music is a thing which mean raise our family, it develop our generation, it lead our generation, so I think it's a very important side of the music,
Tell us about Fifth Element. How instrumental was Fifth Element in your career?
Well, Fifth Element was very important.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a very important move, when we really link up with Fifth Element because at the time, I didn't have that structure of the song then, but there was no structure where which mean could take me any further. Right. So it was very important. That's why up to this day, I might still work alongside Fifth Element. I have more Richie Spice music, but I mean, when you see somebody interested in the music, in this type of music where I put out, you have to hold tight to them and see to it that them staying there, just like because them love it like that, so we have to hold on tight to them type of people where strengthen this side of the music in a certain format,
Love that.
Yeah, man.
for real.
And I must say send a big shout out going out to Mr. Louis Grant of Irie Jam Radio.
For real.
Because when your music came out, my brother, Mr. Talk about someone who love your music. Mr. Louis Grant made sure everybody on this side of the world had your music.
For real.
And the music that he was giving us, we were just loving it. And there were big songs to this day. So we must say thanks to Louis Grant.
Yeah, man. Big up Dub Master likewise, you know.
Yes.
And all of the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, as we talk about, as Beau-Regard talks about the music and the fact that you are indeed a reggae ambassador, a lot of artists are going out now. We're still not sure how the pandemic going, but it seems as though it's slackening up a bit.
Yeah.
And you are now going to be able to go out there and meet and greet with your fans. Now that you've spent so long away from the people who love you and love your music, and you have a chance now to go back to them and they have a chance to see you again.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking forward mostly to meet and greet again with the people who support my music over the years and support the reggae music, support the black music. You know, it's gonna be a joy. Yeah.
And you think, all right, like for example, when it was happening before, a lot of times you take things for granted. An artist just takes it for granted that people love him and them feel love him.
Yeah.
Is there a change in the way how you will now individually respond to each, show
Person,
that you go, even if you can't individually respond to people, but do you have a change in a positive way about how you see your fans now?
Of course, because when we look on the situation and see that we didn't have that opportunity for 2 years ago now to go out there and see the love and feel the love that the people were showing us and giving the music. And get the opportunity now to go out there again to meet and greet. It's gonna be a different vibe.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is, and a higher level of appreciation. Yes, because COVID has taught us not to take anything for granted.
No.
Beau-Regard?
Speaking about the appreciation of music, Richie, I know you have some new songs that you are currently promoting. But before we get to those songs, I just want you to tell me, how did this song come about? Because this is absolutely my favorite combination song from you.
I'm so proud to be your queen.
Absolutely beautiful. I love that song.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's you and Alison Hines. Tell us how that song came about.
One of the time you see Father Beresford man said that that Alison Hines want to do a song with him. I say yes. Then I don't remember how the link come between Alison management and I. And he reached out, Van Gibbs, reached out to us and then I said that want a song, but the type of song he wanted build a way where in which it serve for a lifetime, where in which you can play in any circumstances, any events and all these things. He want a song like Michelle Obama and Obama, yeah. So he send the rhythm, and tell me the idea, and we just pencil it.
Nice.
History.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lovely song. True. Yeah, man.
You know what I love about Richie Beau-Regard? I mean,
Yes.
Alison Hines is a big name. But Richie is just so unassuming. Richie will just say, yeah, data.
and the video is beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
The music video, beautiful.
Real.
And I think that is one of the, most of the times we talk about Richie Spice in reggae circles. One of the things that people love the most about Richie Spice is his genuine humility. And that unassuming nature sometimes can be so endearing because you're in a business of pure hype. And sometimes the hype just totally get to you and you can't deal with no more. And then up comes a Richie Spice who just in this for the music,
For real.
And we really just want to take the time out to just tell you how we appreciate love that.
Give her thanks.
You know what I mean? We really do, and give thanks for that. So, Beau-Regard?
Are we going to take a break first?
Yes, we are. We'll take a break. We'll soon come. We have live inside the studio none other than Richell Bonner otherwise known as Richie Spice. And we're listening to one of the new songs. It's called Young Juvenile, right?
Yes,
May
yes.
I tell you. How you feel about that so far, Beau-Regard? One of the
Big
new
tune.
tunes. Big
Big
tune.
tune. Big tune.
Big tune.
These are the songs we're talking about, Mama Kelly. Them type of music,
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah, man.
Exactly. And this is the kind of music that makes us proud to be a part of reggae music.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Music where you can feel, music with meaning, music with messages.
Right.
And music where in which you can dance also.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. It speaks for itself, but we want to hear you tell us about Young Juvenile.
Well, Young Juvenile, I mean, this song was recorded for our brethren called Firewind, right? Yeah. Lyrics, I mean, to what you see have been taking place, you know, not in Jamaica alone, but worldwide. You know, which mean you find that most of the youth then turn to guns, you know, violence. You find that children have been abused, you know, as you hear the song saying. You know, we know that music, we can use music and curve certain situation, highlight certain things, you know. So I mean, I think that's how we get the song put together, you know, and send it out there, because sometimes, I mean, a lot of people have things to say, you know, but I mean, they don't get the opportunity to go out there and say it. So, and I get the opportunity through the music, so we use the music, you know, to defend.
Yeah.
Who cannot defend himself, you know.
True.
Yeah.
Who was the producer of this song?
The song was produced by a brethren called Firewind.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
And I know this rhythm because it also has some other artists on the rhythm.
Yes, so far, yeah, man.
Chuck Fender, yeah,
Snatcher, Lion.
Capture Land rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know me don't know this rhythm. But
It's a version of the Promised Land.
Promised
Capture
Land.
Land.
Oh, okay. But that's why you are here. You know, let me tell you something, see. The yin and the yang, just it work like a charm. So, you said that some people don't have an opportunity to actually talk to the youth them. And that is true. What I have found also, in addition to what you said, is that there are some people who have that opportunity, but the youth them not necessarily listening to them. And that is why it is so important to have a Richie Spice.
Yeah, so you sing it in to them.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes you talk and then not listen, but you sing it in,
Yeah, man.
like ABC.
Yeah.
you know
You
them.
sing it in. We
Yeah.
love that. And then we're talking about vibrations earlier on. There are some people with great voices and a wonderful message, but the level of vibration when them vibrate at just don't do much for nobody. So it is very important. That's the same thing why I want to see a Joshie in a Beau-Regard. Because them brethren here, people want to hear what them are saying. People want to hear what them are saying.
Sure.
So that's why it is so important for a Richie Spice to sing a song for the juvenile them. Because it remind me of the tune Righteous Youths.
Yes.
You see that tune, the Righteous Youths? Every ghetto youth know that tune, they back to front.
Inspire a lot of you.
Yes, man.
Barrage.
Yes, that
Whole
tune
barrage,
there.
righteous.
True.
Yeah, man.
Trust me. All right, so Richie have another one. So we have another one, Distance. So we're going to hear that one and we're going to reason about it.
I have been through hell. Keep pulling close till we close the distance.
Wow.
Nice.
Beau-Regard.
Now,
Let's talk.
Richie Spice, when is the Lovers Rock album coming out? Talk to it.
Together, man.
Talk to me.
I put it together, it's like how you ask sweet now.
Yeah.
Work on it, you know.
Yes.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's song
Sweet.
about. A song about.
True.
And can I
But-
tell you something? I don't know if it's the break that we took or what, but a lot of people, thank you very much, Richie, for keeping it under right there. Don't let it go. A lot of people just are of the opinion that we need more love songs and we need more happy songs and we need to bring families together more. And This is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
This how you feel about this one?
A nice song, man.
No, you mean?
So a song where it means somebody can relax and listen to it.
Yes, man.
Yeah, all of that,
Yeah, man. Because it's the struggle is real. The struggle is real, you know. But sometimes, you know, you just want to take your mind off a struggle a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense some of the time.
Don't it?
Definitely.
And here comes a song like this.
Sure.
Mama Kelly, can we have Vaughn send that one to me right away, please?
Yes, and oh, you look
Please.
so. Oh, yeah. It's actually Richie looking like say, I'm the man with the song. So,
well, let me ask Richie. Richie, can I have that one right away, please, sir?
Richie, can I also have that right away, please, too, sir? I mean, because
when is this one coming out?
It released already, you know. It released already. It produced by Not Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so it out already. It's a project Not Nice working on, I think, for it. He used this song as one of the single, I think.
Okay. Wow. So, you know, I go want mine on CD. Beau-Regard, we want film one power.
MP3.
Easy not that. Well, hey, Beau-Regard, you let me say, Sean, what you say? Now Richie get out the wall out. Richie get to the road. Everybody else say, oh, you not ask me because we are ask Richie. You see? But watch this now. As someone who in the studio a lot, Beau-Regard, I don't know how you feel about it. But you see, if I was a producer and I have an artist like any artist in front of me, me would want to produce a song that show up the artist's voice quality. Every song can do that, you know. But it's a tune like them, you know. I would have want to just say, just have a ball and just show me how you can sing. Yeah. And this is definitely one of the tune them that I would have use for say, Richie, show me how you're bad.
Yeah, man. You know, you know, Mama Kelly, you just mentioned something in saying that, you know, you need some music that brings the family together.
Yes.
I just want to, you know, say to Richie, how's the family doing? And I hope that everybody's doing fine and in the best of health, my brother. And I want to wish you the best going forward with all the new songs and all the new projects that you're putting together and getting ready to release to the world. And we can't wait to see you on this side. You know your family here at Irie Jam Radio, so bless up yourself and just keep on doing exactly what you're doing.
Yes, Beau-Regard, big up yourself and keep on doing what they are doing likewise. Big up the whole Irie Jam crew. Big up the whole of New York, the whole tri-state, you don't know. Big up, enough respect. Give thanks, my lad.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
And I share the very same sentiments. It's just wonderful having you here. It's wonderful listening to, you know, we don't get a chance to have listening sessions.
Yeah.
So this was a nice listening session. So we just want to say enough respect to those listening and those viewing. And it's always a pleasure linking with our friends at Irie Jam. Beau-Regard, it's always a pleasure. Bless up yourself.
Definitely, Mama Kelly. I thank you so much each and every time we make this connection. Bless up yourself also, and we will do this again on Tuesday.
Yes, it is. Yes.
But before I go, Mama Kelly, I want to say congrats to Rihanna and A$AP Rocky on the birth of their baby boy.
That's beautiful. And of course, remember that Malcolm X celebrates his birthday today. So that is something that we always remember. So that's the case. But can I just, you know, I had a song that we're going to close out with, but may I tell you the truth, Richie, you know, so that one we are close with, though. Yeah, God, no, that one is sweet. Jano. So we're closing out with this brand new one from Richie Spice called Distance.
Give thanks.
Yes, I.